What's going on, chat? Trying to finish routing here on Garmin Pilot, but the app's been giving me issues all day. I don't think we're going to have Garmin Pilot today. It's been taking forever to load, freezing up. Can't even set up a plan on there. We'll do our briefing through SkyVector, and then we'll just have to do old school VFR. Although we do have the GTN 750 in the 310, so we should be fine. We'll start briefing here in a minute or so. Alright, it's working, it's just very slow. Might work. Alright, we are in Cedar Key, Florida. This is the shortest paved runway in Florida. It's about 2,300 feet. Pretty cool little airport. Located a little bit northwest of Tampa. Kind of a neat place to fly. We're going to be starting off here at Cedar Key and working our way up to Pensacola for TPC flying Thursday. We'll make a stop or two along the way. Real weather's on. I set the time to morning time so that we don't have to fly in the night today. Airplane's already been pre-flighted, fueled up, ready to go. We'll just do one more walk around, make sure that we removed all the covers. Wheel chocks are gone. Baggage doors and everything are all closed and locked. No keys hanging. Alright, it's Thursday, TPC flying Thursday, featuring Pensacola or November Papa Alpha, which is right near this airport. Let's see, where is that at? We've got Pensacola where we're flying to, Papa November Sierra, and then they're also featuring this one down here, Pensacola NAS, which I think is a naval station, if I'm not mistaken, Sherman Field. We're going to be going up to Pensacola. We're going to be starting off down here, Cedar Key. There's some weather out to some convective, some storms out east, so that's not going to be an issue for us today. We're going to depart Cedar Key out to the northwest. We're just going to chase the coastline up here to our first stop, Perry Foley Airport, Foxtrot Papa Yankee. We'll do a full stop and taxi there at Perry Foley, and then we'll depart out, head out west. Kind of continuing to follow the coastline. We've got a couple MOAs out here that we need to be aware of. According to Garmin Pilot, you can usually tell, they usually NOTAMs if they're hot or not. I don't think they're hot at the moment. Once we get a little bit closer, we'll confirm that. If this one here, Tyndall East MOA is not, or Echo MOA is not hot, we can just straight line it into basically our first stop over here at Panama City. But if this one is hot, then we'll fly north a little bit and fly through this one. This one I think is 8,000 or 9,000 feet up to like flight level 180, and we're only going to be going up to 6,500 for all of our legs today. So we'll go underneath this MOA if this one happens to be hot. So we're going to continue west over the city of Panama City, and then we're going to land at Northwest Florida Beaches International, also known as Panama City. Echo Charlie Papa, little class Delta. We'll do a full stop and taxi back there, and then depart back out to the south over the coastline. And then we're going to fly the Eglin Valparaiso terminal area. So there's a little corridor here that you're allowed to transit VFR. It says here, advisories required prior to operating within east-west corridor. Contact Eglin on 132.1. We'll most likely be talking to Jacksonville Center on flight following as we fly through here. So we'll be talking to somebody. So we'll be okay. Like I said, again, we're going to 6,500. They want you below 8,500 VFR. And then you also have to get over these class deltas. You know, one of them goes up to 2,500, the other one 26. So we've got to be above 26 and below 85. So 65 is going to be perfect. We'll just follow the shoreline through the corridor and out the other side. Once we get out the other side, we can call Pensacola approach and let them know that we're inbound for a full stop there at Pensacola. That's a look at our route. Ooh, we've got some nasty storms out west also. Where's the stuff moving? Going south. Light, moderate, convective, and we've got convective outlook also over Pensacola as well. So it might be bumpy over Pensacola, or it might be some storms and showers moving through by the time we get there. So there it is, nearest weather station to Cedar Key. Let's use Cross City. Winds are 060 out of the east at 4 knots, 10 statute miles, scattered at 8,000, overcast at 11. 29er2. We're going to be using runway 5, which I don't think I've ever taken off east before at Cedar Key. It's always been out to the west. So we're going to take off runway 5 out this way, and it's going to be a quick left turn out over the water. Perry Foley's weather, we've got winds 030 at 7, 10 statute miles, scattered at 6, scattered at 7. Over here at Panama City, winds 030 at 3, 10 statute miles, clear, 2913 altimeter 2991. And then finally Pensacola, winds out of the west, southwest, 240 at 11, 10 statute miles, few at 7, 2814, 2994. So VFR the entire way, we've just got some weather systems both east and west of our route. The ones over here in Florida shouldn't be a bother, but we'll keep a lookout for the ones over here towards Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. I cover everything. Weather, we've got special use airspace. There's the MOAs that we talked about. We're going to be over this class Charlie at Tallahassee. That extends up to 4,100. So we're going to be 6,500 going over that. And then through the restricted airspace through the corridor over the beach. I think that's it. As far as checklist today, I'm going to be using a different checklist. I'm going to be working from the one provided by MilViz in their manual. I've got a printed version here on paper that I'll be using, but if I have to go back to this over here on my right monitor, I can do so. So it's going to be a little bit different than the one that we used yesterday. And yeah, I've already done all the pre-flight stuff. We'll just move on to before start and then get rolling. The whole thing should take us, let's see, about an hour and 40 to 45 minutes with no stops. Since we're stopping at 2 places, you can add on another 10 to 15 minutes. Should be 2 hours start to finish with full stops and taxi backs at Perry Foley and Panama City. ATC, I think Jacksonville Center is already online, so we can pick up flight following if we want to. And I think Pensacola approach is online as well. So full ATC. Our first 2 stops, well, Cedar Key is uncontrolled, Perry Foley is uncontrolled. Panama City is a class Delta, so we'll be talking to likely Jacksonville Center, and then into Pensacola we'll be talking to Pensacola approach. Yeah. Let's jump in the airplane. One last look at Cedar Key. Take a look at the windsock there. It looks like it is favoring runway 5. Is it? I think it is. Yeah. Favoring runway 5, so we're going to be taking off this way. Going out that way towards the east-northeast. Going to be a quick left turn out. 2,600 feet of runway. We're going to be using flaps 15 for this one. Treat it as a short field. Cessna 310, I think, needs 1,750 feet to clear a 50-foot obstacle. There are no obstacles at the other end. So we should have plenty of runway to get off. Alrighty, let's jump in the airplane. No passengers again. I'm flying alone. Still not comfortable carrying passengers in the C310 yet. Need a little bit more practice. I'm going to leave the door open for start so we can have the cool sounds. All of our covers, our engine covers, intake, pitot, wheel chocks, and control lock is all removed. Open up this little window. Alright, 4-start checklist. Pre-flight inspections complete. Cabin door, we'll get that closed at the end of the runway where we do our run-up. Control locks removed. Seat belts, seat backs are adjusted secure. Brakes are set. Parking brake is set. Fuel selectors, main tanks. Main tank on the right, main tank on the left. Landing gear switch is in the down position. Mixture full rich, propellers full forward. And the throttles will open an inch. All of our switches are off. Everything's off down here. Left side as well. Our beacon light's on, we can keep that switch on. And circuit breakers are checked, all in. Emergency alt and avionics switches are off and guarded. Avionics master's off. Auxiliary fuel pump switches are off. Battery and alts are coming on. Interior lighting, we're okay. Landing gear is down to 3 green. Warning lights, we'll test all of those. So any button or any light that's not lit in the cabin, we can push it just to test it and make sure that they do light up and work. A couple back here that are hidden that are lit. I think that's all of them. Warning lights have been tested. Altimeter and clock set. We'll just set it to sea level for our altimeter. Since we don't have a weather station here at Cedar Key, we're right on the water here in Florida. Cowl flaps are all the way open. Fuel quantity is checked, verified. Cabin air controls are, everything's off for now. Alt air and exterior lights. Alright, start checklist. Alright, just start up and throttles 1,000, oil pressure, and then pumps. Alright, just gonna go through the flow here. So it's gonna start with the left side. We're gonna get our mags on for both sides. All of our mags. And we're gonna hit our primer switch, and shortly after we hit the primer to the left, we're gonna hit our start button. Clear! Make sure we're all clear. Alright, here we go. Prime. 1,000, 1,003. There she goes. Throttle to 1,000. And oil pressure is in the green. Left auxiliary pump can go to the low position. And now we'll start the right side. We're clear on the right. 1,000, 1,003. she goes. Throttle to 1,000. Oil pressure's in the green. I like how we started the right engine and the door swung closed because of the thrust from the prop. That's pretty cool that they modeled that. That's pretty neat. Let's see. Can we? Let's get our pumps on low. Let's see if we can open it. If it lets me push it all the way out. That's as far as it's gonna go with the prop spinning there. That's pretty neat though. We can go ahead and close it up. That's closed and then locked. Avionics master and the rest of our lights. I'm gonna pull the mixture back some for our taxi. Climate control. We'll get our fan on, not heat, it's hot down here in Florida. Fan, and then I have the vents open up front and in the back. Temp control set right around the T. We're on 122.8 already, we're gonna squawk 1200. And mode C. We're gonna go up to 6,500. Check out our instruments. We're indicating 0, level 0, not turning. Our directional gyro matches our compass up here, indicating 0. On the right side, temps and presses are all in the green. Cylinder head temps are still rising, still warming up. Fuel's verified. Suction's in the green. Down here we'll test our alternators. Left side. It's charging. Right side. And we're not really pulling much from the battery anymore in our battery voltage. Good, good, good. Let's go back to our checklist. Oil pressure, alternators checked before taxi, passenger briefing. There's no passengers, just me. Avionics master's on, avionics are set. Lights as required, cabin temperature, brakes. And then on our way out, we'll test our brakes and our flight instruments, and then we'll do our run up. Let's let her warm up for another 30 seconds or so. I think that I figured out how we destroyed these cylinders last time. I think. So this airplane has quote-unquote cowl flaps. They don't really work the same as the other airplane. So during cruise the other day, I was closing the cowls like you normally would in, say, a Cessna 182, and then opening them for pretty much every other phase of flight, except for descent. This airplane, I think you're supposed to keep the cowls open all the time. You only use them when you're in a low-power descent to prevent icing in cold weather. Kind of like you would use a carburetor heat in a carbureted engine. So we're going to keep our cowls open the entire flight today. We shouldn't need them. We shouldn't need to close them. And we'll inspect the engine at the end of our flight and see if we broke anything or damaged or wore anything. I think that's what it is. There's nothing else that I can think of. I did everything else by the book, so we'll see if that was it. One last try at Garmin Pilot here to see if it works. Yeah, like it won't load the map, or when it finally does, things freeze up. I don't know if it's the app itself or it's my iPad. I'm not too sure. Alright, we won't have much help from Garmin Pilot then today. Okay, I'm on the brakes. Release the parking brake. And we'll taxi out. Runway 5, we're going right here. We'll taxi over to the corner and we'll do our run up. We're clear right, clear left. Not really going to be able to spin her into the wind. Just have to face this way and do our run up. Alright, I'm just going to go through my flows and then refer back to the checklist afterward. Okay, I'm on the brakes. We can also get our parking brake on. Mixture is going to come in full rich. Our fuel selectors are on main tanks both sides. Let's throttle up to 1700 RPM. Now we're going to test our magneto, so we're looking at our tachometer. Both sides, left engine, and now left mag, left engine. Looking for a drop, about 50 there, back into both. Right mag, left engine. That's a good drop, back to both. Now right engine, left mag. Good drop, back to both. And now right side, right engine. Good drop, back to both. We'll cycle our prop. First time we're going to be looking for a drop in RPM here. Should go down to about 1200 or so. Second time we're going to be looking for a drop in oil pressure. Here's oil pressure for the left engine, oil pressure for the right. And then the third time we're going to be looking for oil in the windows. So here we go. I'm going to pull back these two levers here in the middle for our prop. 1200. Back in. Second time, drop in oil pressure. Top right. Both sides. Back in. And third time. No oil. Looks good. Engine parameters, everything's in the green. Cylinder head temps, oil temp, oil presses, suctions in the green. All good. We can throttle back and do an idle check. Alright, she idles smooth, both sides, back up to between 800 and 1000. And I'll pull my mix back out, and we'll bring that back in on the runway. Flight controls. Aileron up, aileron down, other side, up and down. Elevator in the back, up and down, and rudder left and right. Flight controls. Free and correct. Trim is set. We've got our elevator trim set at the bottom of the white there. Our rudder trim is centered in the middle and our roll is centered as well. We get all of my lights on. Cowls are open. Alright, checklist. For takeoff brakes, fuel quantities checked. Fuel selectors, main tanks, alt air, cowl flaps open, elevator, rudder, and aileron trim is set for takeoff. Flaps, we're going to set those to 15. Sorry, we kept them down. Let's go up to 15 for takeoff, since this will be short field. We're indicating 15. Avionics and radios are set. Let's put in Perry Foley in our GPS. Here's a reference. Kilo, I think it's Foxtrot Papa Yankee. Perry Foley. Flight instrument set. Auxiliary fuel pumps are on low. Flight controls free and correct. Run up. Alternators we tested. Vacuum, magnetos, propeller. Mixture, engine instruments, throttles. quadrant, friction lock. Exterior lights are all on. Ice we don't need. Cabin doors and windows. Are closed and locked. And parking brake release. Alright, we're ready. We're going to rotate. We're going to start to bring our nose wheel up at 82, and we should lift off the ground at around between 92 and 95 knots. If we lose an engine on the runway, good luck with that one. We're going to go full braking and try to stop before we roll off the end. If we lose an engine below the blue line, we're going to step on the good engine with our foot, and then we're going to bring the power back slowly, and we're going to land straight ahead somewhere. Anything above the blue line, we're going to take those problems in the air. We'll step on the good engine, we'll ID the bad one, we'll feather the bad one, and then we'll continue to climb at blue line and then come back to Cedar Key. I think that's it. We're on 122.8. It's going to be runway 5, left turn out to the north, and 6,500. I'm on the brakes. Cedar Key traffic, November 77 Foxtrot Alpha is a Cessna 310 taking off runway 5, left turn out to the north. We're going up to 6,500 Cedar Key. Alright, here we go. Just mixture to go. I don't see anybody here on final. We're going to try to use every inch of this runway. Windsock, we have a little bit of a crosswind coming from the right, so I'm going to put in a little bit of right aileron. Mixture full rich. Heels to the floor. Here we go. Actually, I'm going to stay on the brakes as well. Let's throttle up to 2,000, see how everything looks. Everything's in the green. Here we go. Power set. 2 good engines. Airspeed's alive. Just 80, 82, rotate. Mash on the brakes. Pretty sporty takeoff. Out of Cedar Key. We're above blue line. And 500 feet climb power. About 2450 inches of manifold pressure. And between 24 and 2500 RPM. Flaps and gear. Thought I pulled the gear up as soon as we got off the ground. I guess I didn't. Here's the airport back here. Pumps can come off. Alright, we've got an issue already. This altimeter is frozen. Or it's hardly moving, so it might be one of our static ports. I don't know where alt air is in this airplane. We've got a standby altimeter here on the right side though. But this thing is definitely not working. It's frozen there at 500. We've got to back up though, so I'm going to continue with the flight. And we'll see if we can fix that later. Cedar Key traffic, twin Cessna 7 Foxtrot, Alphas 5 to the north, climbing through 2,000 for 6,500, leaving the area out to the north, last call, Cedar Key. Alright, let's cruise climb it at 120, 130 knots. I'm gonna lower the nose a little bit. Ah, so nice. So nice. Alright, we'll turn on our autopilot. We'll VS it up at 800 feet per minute. Let's sync our heading. I'm gonna go into heading mode. Alright, climb checklist. After takeoff, brakes, gear, flaps. Gears up, flaps are up. Best rate of climb, it's 107. We're cruise climbing now at 120. Pumps are off. Climb, 2,500 RPM, 24.5 inches manifold. We're good on the power mixture. I'll pull it back some for best power. We can look at our engine monitors down here to our left. It's got a horsepower number at the top right. I think it's in percent. That's not actual horsepower. We can lean out for best power. So 67, 68, 69. There's a back down to 68, so I'm gonna bring it back in some. 69 right there. Cow flaps will keep open. Auxiliary fuel pumps are off. Props, sync, and yeah, that's it. First thing I would do, or if this wasn't working in my airplane, is I'd probably tap it with my finger a bunch of times. Maybe it's just stuck. It's an old gauge. The spindles could have sticky stuff in it or something. Who knows? I would like tap it a couple times, maybe knock on it and see if I can get it to budge. But it still doesn't work. It might mean that one of our static ports are closed. I think this airplane has two, one on the left, one on the right. I mean, this one's reading something and this one's just stuck. It could just be a gauge problem as well. It could be the gauge itself died. Let's try pitot. I think that's just pitot though. I don't think that's static. Let's turn it on for a few seconds anyways. Let's see if it does anything. Alright, we are coming up on 5,300 feet now for 6,500. Let's stay out over the coastline. We're clear left. monitoring my temps and pressures. Oil pressures in the green, oil temps in the green, cylinder head temps are in the green. And fuel pressure looks good. Alright, 200 feet to go, leveling off at 65. Looks like we're going to be okay with the clouds here at 65. Briefing, yep. You're absolutely right, Compilation Kid. Briefing in 10 minutes with TPC. Let me see if this airplane has alternate air. So basically what alternate air is, if you have your static ports outside of the airplane that reads the pressure outside, and that's how these altimeter gauges work. If one of those static ports becomes clogged or stops working, something, I don't know, insects nest in it, or some debris got inside or something like that, you can click on an alternate air switch, which will open up a static port, usually located like inside the cabin somewhere, and it'll pull the outside pressure from that static port. It's not as accurate as the one outside, but it's good enough and usually gets things working. Oh shit, we didn't stop at 6,500, did we? I don't know why the autopilot did not capture. Alright, let's go back down to 6,500. We're at about 7,200 now. I don't know what's up with this wonky autopilot, man. I don't like it. Cap 140. I don't know. It's finicky. Alright, power looks good at 23. I'm gonna bring my prop back to 23. Let's get back down to 6,500. Let's see if it stops this time. I'm VS mode at 500 feet. It should capture at 65. I wonder if it's because it's reading info from over here and maybe not my standby, so it doesn't know where 65 is at. We'll see. Clear right. We're about 40 miles out now from Perry Foley. We'll start our VFR descent. Okay, it didn't capture. Yeah, so since the altimeter's broken, it looks like the autopilot does not want to capture. Autopilot's disengaged my airplane. I'm just going to hand fly it the entire way. I could still just use VS mode and set it to 0 and it should hold altitude, but I'll hand fly it. Maybe on the ground here at Perry Foley we can get the airplane checked out by a local mechanic and see if he can get our altimeter working. We'll lean the mixture. Looking for peak EGT and then 50 degrees rich of peak, so right on that thick line, right about there. temps and pressures, everything's in the green. Airplane wants to roll to the left. I'm going to give it some right aileron trim. But it takes very little. I've never used roll trim ever in any airplane, since a lot of them don't have. Alright, right there feels good. Alright, briefing. I must start jumping in there now. TPC. Holy moly, a lot of us today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 people flying today. I don't know if I ever went through my cruise check. Power's set. Pumps are off.
I really wanted a weights and balance page in this manual.
Fuel tanks. I only have fuel loaded in the main tanks, the tip tanks, so no need to switch to auxiliary.
And it's going to be rough for Jacksonville Center.
And they look pretty equal left and right side, so no cross feed. Mixture set. Cowl flaps are open. Props are synced.
I feel like it's longer.
Trim adjusted.
Runway 7 is 7,004 feet. Actually, all the runways there are 7,000.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. I remember it being much longer, but I was in a lot smaller than airplane. Yeah, totally.
Oh yeah, look at that, 7,000 feet.
Yeah, no big deal.
Landing on an aircraft carrier, man. 6 miles to top of the scene.
Yo, row height. I did laundry. I folded laundry today. Yep, you're right, row height. What's going on, man? Alright, we're 25 miles out now. Let's see, we got what, 6 to lose. 6 times 3, 18. And we'll start our VFR descent. We're 18 miles out, Perry Foley.
Dave, you might have been right about this with the headset.
It's definitely better with the headset.
Yeah, I guess I'll just have to do this on Microsoft whenever I hop over an X-Plane. I'll just have to swap the shit around.
Well, so we can look up setting your voice meter like I was telling you about so that you can control your sounds independently, which works in X-Plane too.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to add more stuff to my list of many applications involving this stuff.
Let me share a screen with you real quick. I'll show you what it looks like.
All
At
right.
least. But I agree, it's a little bit of a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I just don't like to get things like too tedious.
But should be able to see my screen now with voice meter.
Yep, got it.
So
All right, let's pick up the virtual ASOS for Perry Foley.
So here's my Discord right here. I can change that. I've got a volume limiter here. I've got ATC.
Since Garmin Pilot's acting up today. Winds are 0404 at 4 out of the north, so we're going to use the north runway. 10 statute miles clear, 2814 altimeter 2993.
Oh man.
Here, so I can control the volume, all three of those independent of each
This
other.
one's broken, but I'm going to set it anyways. 2993.
It works pretty good. If you have headsets, I can turn on A1 and now it's going to my desktop speakers and my headset. A3 is just my headset. Just set it up here. A1 is
That's a whole lot of inputs.
Are you guys ready for the briefing?
Send it.
Right, I know some of y'all are flying.
All right, we've got a runway 12 and 30 and a runway 18 and 36. We're going to use 36 since wind's out of the north. We've got 5,000 feet. We're going to come in from the west and we'll join a left downwind for runway 36. We'll do a full stop, taxi back.
Flying Thursday, brought to you by Skype Radio. Good friends at skyperadio.com brings you this flight every Thursday, and we appreciate them.
How's the temperature in the cabin here? Oh, crappy. The cabin is cold and steady, so it's cold.
So give them a shout at skyperadio.com. All right.
How's it cold in Florida, man?
man?
This isn't an air conditioning unit either. This is just a fan and vents. Should be perfect at 6,500.
Your Discord name should be your first name followed by your call sign. That also helps us.
All right, 17 out now. Let's start our descent. We're bringing the mixture some and reduce power.
Identified calling you and you're sleeping at the wheel. We can alert you to that. Don't forget to put operated by the pilotclub.org in your flight planning remarks. We are an official partner of VATSIM, and that does help us track these flights and come up with some automation things based on that as well. So please do put that in there if you don't mind. Reminder, all pilots flying this flight, as always, you get 250 points. And if you're flying TPC call sign...
Hold on, my dogs are going nuts. I'll be right back.
TPC call sign, you can put in the SOB. Speaking about SOB, we do have a new policy here starting...
Never mind, they stopped.
In June. Only those members who have completed onboarding will be able to fly through flights. Essentially...
All right, so we're going to go down to 1,000 feet for pattern altitude. Like I said, we're going to come in from the west. Out from this way where my cursor is, we're going to come in and then we're going to join a left down for runway 36.
And then to acknowledge that
We're on 122.8 CTAF. We'll make our first call at 10 miles out. We're 15 out now.
Because we still do get a lot of questions.
Start looking for the field.
Chat and voice chat about things that really everybody should know about from the SOP. So please do that if you have done that.
Descent checklist, fuel selectors are in the main tanks.
The sterile flight deck below 10,000. This is encouraged by VATSIM.
Auxiliary fuel pumps are coming on to low.
In the real world,
both sides.
Essentially, if you're not familiar with that, concentrate on
Power is required. Cowl flaps will keep open. Mixtures adjusted. Altimeters set.
below 10,000.
Descent checklist complete.
You know, after that, you can, or above 10,000, feel free to engage here in chat and stuff like that, right? You still want to pay attention to ATC, obviously. These events are very busy, but at least below 10,000, kind of focus your attention completely on flying the aircraft and navigating, communicating with ATC. So if you choose to do so, we appreciate that. It helps everybody and it creates a great experience for both pilots and the controllers on the network. Alright, speaking of the network, man, we got good segues in this briefing. So,
I think this is it right here.
we are flying with VATSIM, obviously all
Let's start a turn to the north now.
ATC calls as much as we can, but I need to step away.
We're clear right.
Like that one time, Paulie ate some bad guacamole, and we had to step away. All right, killing me with the jokes too. Next on this, a few things about the club business. We have the screenshot contest going on. Do check that out. It's a thread on your screenshot channel. Check all the cool screenshots in there, and I know y'all got that 737. Let's see those screenshots. Obviously, some cool perks that come with winning that. I also want to congratulate Ron.
I'll be right back.
And Adam T with winning our last giveaway. They won a $100 gift card, a 737, which I think Adam is just going to get something else because he's on X-Plane. So, anyways, with that, we do have a new giveaway that was just announced yesterday. We did something good for you 737 lovers, so now do something right for Airbus people. So Phoenix Airbus A320 is the next giveaway. All the information is on the website how to enter that giveaway. By the way, all the giveaway roles have been reset from the previous contest, so it's,
that's definitely it.
More unless you go back, click that button.
All right, we're through 3,700 now for 1,000. Did I make a radio call? I forgot. We're 9.4 out now. We're on to 2.8. Perry Foley traffic, November 77 Foxtrot Alpha, Cessna 310, 9 miles southwest of the field, descending through 3,500 for 1,000. We're going to be joining a left downwind for 36, full stop, Perry Foley.
As club stuff is on the website. You can go to thepilotclub.org. Top right corner, there's a little button that says Flight Crew. That's you guys. If you're a member, create an account there and click that. You will have all the information there, and always don't be afraid to ask anything that you need to do. You need to ask in chat. That's fine as well. All right, let's talk about the destination of Pensacola.
Before landing checklist, seatbelt secured. Alt air, I don't know where it's at in this airplane. Flaps, gear, mixed propellers, wing flaps.
You do have two fields.
We'll run it again on downwind.
Kind of planned for IFR, and then we have one field primarily reserved for VFR flying. So obviously smaller, light G8 aircraft. Perfect for that. That's for this November Foxtrot Juliet.
Hey Don, what's up Don?
If you're flying into the bigger ones.
I'm gonna catch up in the chat once we land.
Those airports are pretty
So we already have an issue today. We've got a frozen altimeter here. We've got our standby backup on our right that is still working. I tried tapping on the gauge. It doesn't want to move. It's stuck. Next thing I thought maybe static ports are clogged. I did turn on pitot heat, which I don't think has anything to do with the static ports. Alt air, I don't know where it's at in this airplane. So I'm just using the one on our right down here. Once we get on the ground here at Perry Foley, we'll see if we can talk to somebody, local mechanic, and see if he can check out our gauge. All right, let's start that right turn. We're clear right.
Specifically to Pensacola International, you're going to be landing on runway 17, and it's going to be ILS.
All right, mixture's coming all the way in.
Runway 17. All right, I can't
slow her up.
The others, I didn't look.
Props.
Let's see, weather looks okay. Sky clear. Visibility is 10 miles. The winds, like I said, are from.
What's the temp in here like? All right, nice.
From the south, 230.
Tamagotchi's happy.
Decent winds.
Field is right here, and we're going to be on the 45 to join that left downwind for 3.6. 2,000 for 1,000.
Conclude my briefing. I'm going to take up.
Mix full forward, prop full forward.
If you guys have any questions, please let me know.
I'll keep slowing.
And also, JT, if you have anything for the group, please feel free to put it out.
Yeah, I'd just like to know why is this
that's a question for Paul.
No, I don't have anything. Great briefing.
All right, sounds good, guys. One final thing: have fun. We're all about having a good time, right? But be professional, enjoy.
We're coming up on 1,000.
Let's continue with our great reputation on VATSIM.
Perry Foley traffic, Twin Cessna, 7 Foxtrot Alphas, 5 to the west-northwest on the 45 to join the left downwind for 3-6, full stop, Perry Foley. At 1,000 feet.
Be patient and be aware that you may be entered into a hole or vector cold. And
we're at the top of the white arc there, flaps 15.
So I hope you did that fuel plant. That's what they call it. Anyways, enough of me babbling. You guys have a great flight, and we'll see you on the ground. And I was just told JT's buying drinks this time.
Let me mute these guys.
Roll back top of the sand. You should hear that rumble soon in the engine.
Alright, looking for any other airplanes in the pattern on the diagonal runway as well. Scanning the horizon, looking for airplanes, listening on frequency if we hear anybody. Alright, we're below 138, gear is coming down. Gears down 3 green, 1 notch of flaps to go. We'll bring in on final. Gumps, gas, undercarriage, mix, prop, seatbelts, switches, and flaps to go. Perry Foley traffic, Twin Cessna 7 Foxtrot Alpha, left midfield downwind 3-6, full stop, Perry Foley. It's like 3 runways there. I don't think the third one was charted on SkyVector. Might be new, or it might be old, not used anymore. Alright, we are clear left. Perry Foley traffic, Twin Cessna 7 Foxtrot Alpha, turning left base, 3-6, full stop, Perry Foley. Final approach path is clear, and we're clear left. Perry Foley traffic, Twin Cessna 7 Foxtrot Alpha, turning final, 3-6, full stop, Perry Foley. The rest of those flaps. Last gear check, 3 green. Alright, beautiful. I think the other day, Tuesday, we were having those issues. I think it was, remember we had the 2 windsocks that were pointing opposite directions? I think that's exactly what was causing my issue. I kept saying I was fighting her on short final. I think as soon as we dropped below the tree line there at the, I think it was at Hannah in Hawaii, the winds would turn from a headwind to a tailwind. Right there felt real nice. Alright, where can we exit off? Look at all these windsocks. We'll pull the mixture out and the rest we'll do off the runway. Where's this taxiway go though? I don't want to go too far. Maybe we'll use the diagonal runway for takeoff at the other end. So let's pull up this way. And let's see if we can get this altimeter checked out. I'm gonna stop here and clean up the airplane real quick. Throttles between 800 and 1000. Mixture's lean. We'll reset our trim. Center and centered. Pumps will stay on low. Lights. And flaps up. Cowls are open. After landing checklist, pumps on low, cowl flaps are open, wing flaps are up. Not again. I also fixed my seat adjustment. I lowered the seat a little bit. I think my sight picture is a little bit better. Last time we were sitting up way too high, something like this. Nah, I moved it down this way, a couple inches. I think that also helps getting the right sight picture. Alright, let's see if we can talk to somebody about getting our gauge fixed. Parking brake. Lights. Avionics. Yo, buddy, you work on airplanes? Got a problem. Alright, let's catch up here in the chat. Alright, briefing in 5. Yep, we caught it this time, compilation kid. Stayed up with, caught up with laundry too, Row Hype. Finished his even workout, got up to 100 today. Yuck. Awesome, Row Hype. Laughing about your conversation about the dogs. It's overwhelming. I have 4 of them, and if one of them starts barking and going nuts, then the other 3 light up with them. And it's like a symphony of dogs. Don T dropping in, have to leave soon. I hope I caught you in time, Don. My youngest daughter is being inducted into the National Junior Honor Society tonight. Awesome, congrats. That's some good news, man. I don't know if you're still here, but my daughter, she was accepted into the gifted program. She went and did her interview and everything. She's fully in. I don't know if we're going to put her in gifted, but she was accepted. She's also interested in cheerleading as well. So next week, they're having kind of like I don't know if it's a tryout type thing, but she's going to be going to cheerleading, I think 4 out of the 5 days next week. She's going to see if she likes it. If she likes it, we'll put her in. We'll just have to figure out schedule stuff because she's already got a lot going on. She does, she's in Girl Scouts, she's taking swimming lessons. Between all that, homework, and then going into gifted, possibly. That's a lot. She's got the energy, though. She'll do it. It's a lot for me. Stream is buffering, Don? Uh-oh. Alright, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, let me know when that happens, because it could be something that's on my end. Hopefully not. Right side of the pedestal column for the alt-air switch. We can get back in the cockpit. So, let's see, how can I do this? You're absolutely right, Rohype. You the man. Maybe we'll just roll with the 1 so we don't have to pay anybody. Okay, so pull it out would open it. Okay, there's 1 for the right and 1 for the left. All right, cool. Let's save our money for now. Well, if anything, we've got this one over here, and if we still can't get it working, then we'll have somebody check it out at our next stop at in Panama City. Thanks for that, Rohype. You the man. Rohype, always coming in clutch. Let's go. I'm not gonna pay this guy. Closed and locked. Is this open or closed? Yeah, it's open. All of our stuff is removed. We're ready. Let's continue. CMB, what's going on? 1 for each. 1 for each engine cowl. Got it, Rohype. What's going on, CMB? Hope you're having a good day, man. All right, let's get going. Parking brake is set. Just gonna kind of go through my flow here. Light is on. Switches are all off for now. Gear levers down. We're gonna go full rich. Props full forward. Cowl flaps are open. That's it. Just battery master, alt switches, magnetos, everything down here. Prime and go. do this. Really quick prime since engine's already warm. But this is part of the start procedure. Clear prop. We're clear left. I didn't crack the throttle. Try that again. Here we go. Throttles to 1,000. Oil pressure. Throttle 1,000. Oil pressure's in the green. Auxiliary pump goes to low. Oh, they're already on low. Okay, never mind. Right side. Clear right. Throttle 1,000. Oil pressure in the green. Aux pump to low. Avionics and lights. This is cool. The landing lights are these little retractables right here in the wingtips. So when you retract them, they actually go and tuck in the wings here. You're supposed to have them off during cruise. That helps with drag, obviously. I've been running them on during cruise because I'm GA guy. I like having my lights on all the time, anytime below 10K. So I've been running with them on, but it might be better to turn them off during cruise. Fuel economy and speed and whatnot. Alright, we're ready. Let's see, how are we going to taxi this? I think I'm gonna go to this runway. I can't really see what that says. It was runway 12? No, 30. We're gonna take off 30 this time. And we're gonna go straight out. Alright, I'm on the brakes, parking brake. Oh, we're indicating 0 again here. So it's just getting stuck at 500 maybe? I didn't see it on short final if it corrected itself on the ground. Looks okay for now, we'll see when we climb. Okay, clear right. Clear left. Controls feel good. I'm not going to do a full run up. So we just flew the airplane. We know everything's good. Feels verified. Everything's in the green. Flight controls feel good. Oh, maybe when I opened the Altair and closed them back again, maybe that did something. Maybe that reset it. So it might stay stuck at 0. We'll see. I think maybe when I was playing with the Altair, it reset to 0. Alright, all the way down should be runway 30. Flick all of our lights on. Flaps are set up in the up position and trims are neutral and set for takeoff. Pumps are on low. Just mixture to go. If we lose an engine on the runway, we're going to apply max braking stop, and if we can vacate, we'll vacate. If we lose an engine, anything below blue line, we're going to step on the good engine, we're going to throttle back, and we're going to land straight ahead. Anything above the blue line, we'll take in the air, we'll step on the good engine, we'll ID the bad one, we'll feather it, and we'll continue our climb at blue line, and we'll come back to Perry Foley. Perry Foley traffic. Twin Cessna 77 Foxtrot Alpha taking off runway 30 straight out, going up to 6500 Perry Foley. We're clear left. We're clear right down the runway. Here we go, mixture full rich. I'm on the brakes, I'm just gonna run her up to about 20 inches, 1500, make sure everything looks good in the green. Alright, here we go. Wind should be from the right. Power set. 2 good engines, airspeed's alive. Lifting the nose wheel at 82 and lifting off at around 92 knots. So there's 82, rotate. Nice. Positive rate, mash on the brakes. No runway, gear up. Blue line. Forgot to close my little window here, but that's okay. We're in Florida. 500 feet, looks like the altimeter is working now. Let's go climb power, 24.5 inches, 2500 RPM. Alright, got altimeter back and we didn't have to spend any money. That's good. We're gonna just go straight out over the coastline and then just follow the follow the coast out west. We'll go up to 6500 again for this leg. Clear left. Alright, after takeoff, checklist. Brakes, gear, flaps, airspeed, and pumps can come off. Power set, airspeed, mixture, best power, cowl flaps are open, auxiliary fuel pumps are off, propellers are synced, climb checklist complete. Flying lesson tomorrow, says CMB. Awesome, man. I'm excited for you. You getting used to those steep turns yet? Lesson number 6. That's awesome. Had to cancel a couple flight lessons due to wind. It happens, man. Bro hype, lots of nasty winds everywhere this year. I mean nasty. I think I noticed that too, flying in the sim. Dub, what's going on, Dub? Any new episodes? Any new Schmindy episodes out? I think we're due for one, right? I think that's what we'll be watching after stream tonight. Alright, let's pull the mixture back some for best power. I can use these engine monitoring gauges down here. It's got a horsepower setting at the top right. That's in percent horsepower, so 63%. It's gonna bring the mixture back until that peaks. 65, 66, 67, 60, it peaks at 67, so I'm gonna bring it back in right about there. Cruise climate at 120. Bring in a little bit more power as we climb. 24.5 inches. And let's VS it at, let's do 500 feet per minute now. We're through 4,500 for 65. Both of our altimeters are working this time. Sweet. Alright, next we are going to be heading to Panama City. So we're kind of just chasing the coast out west. We're going to be over and most likely outside of the Class Charlie at Tallahassee, which extends up to 4,100. I think, let me see if Garmin Pilot's working. I can tell you if the Tyndall Echo MOA is active or not. If it's not active, we could just go straight across over into Panama. If it is active, the Tyndall Delta MOA is from like 8,000 up. So at 6,500 we can go underneath this one if it's active. Let me see if I can get Garmin Pilot to work. Garmin Pilot's not been working at all for me today, which is why I haven't been using it. Let's see. Hasn't been loading the map and it's been freezing. It didn't even get in that time. I've tried resetting my iPad several times, same result. I don't know if it's the app that's broken or if it's my iPad's just acting funny. Nothing. One more time. This is why you can't rely solely on EFBs. I'm pretty dependent on it, so it hurts me not to use it. All right, we loaded in this time. Let's see if it's gonna load the map. All right, 5,500 for 65,000 to go. Temps and pressures, everything's looking good in the green. That's our 1,000 to go indication. That beeping sound you just heard, that's the autopilot. The cap 140 telling us that we're 1,000 feet under our selected altitude. Yeah, you see it doesn't want to load the map. don't know what's going on. I could try other map modes too, and this one does a little bit better. This one shows the MOAs. Let's see if we can get... If they're active, there usually be a NOTAM button on this little pie circle. But you gotta wait for it to load first. It's either that or you can contact somewhere on the sectional. There's a frequency to contact. Who to contact to check and see if the MOA is active or not. Which isn't really simulated in VATSIM. They don't simulate any of the MOAs, they're just always cold on VATSIM. Alright, we'll pretend like Tyndall Echo is hot, so we're gonna go up north a little bit and fly underneath Tyndall Delta. So flying out this way, I've got the coastline in sight. There's a little VFR checkpoint here, it looks like a little tower. That's gonna be up here on our right somewhere, right where my cursor is, right here. So we'll be looking for that, and then after that there's a couple roads that lead out to the northwest. We're gonna have Tallahassee on our right, which we should be able to see at 6,500, I think. We'll see downtown on our right, and then there's also the lake over here on our right, and that's where I'm gonna, where we see the lake, we can just kind of hug the south end out here, out over Talogia. And then from there we'll fly a 264 heading-ish down over the city of Panama City, and then into Northwest Florida Beaches International Echo Charlie Papa, or we'll do a full stop and taxi back there. We got one more Class Delta here at Tyndall Air Force Base, so we want to stay outside of that one. As long as we head straight towards the city, we should be okay. Alright, 6,500, looks like the autopilot captured this time, which is good news. Let's dial in our power, 2300 and 2350, and let's do a proper leaning the mixture, looking for peak EGT, and then I like to use 25 or 50 degrees rich of peak. There's peak, so I'm gonna bring it back into that thicker line right about there. Temps and pressures look good. Everything's in the green. Fuel flow, fuel pressure. Cruise checklist. Cruise power set. Pumps, we're on the mains, both sides. Mixture, lean, cowl flaps open. Sync the props. Quadrant friction lock, tighten. Fuel selectors, main tanks. Trim tabs adjust. Of course, we still have our GTN 750 down here to help us navigate as well. Makes it pretty easy. Here's the lake that I was talking about. Here's Tallahassee, so we can head up that way. Let's fly a 300 heading now. We're clear out right. Let's do 310. Dub. Dog's excited for Schmitty. Dub, not yet. Aviation 101. Oh, good. Alright, good. I missed Aviation 101, man. I checked this channel a few days ago, actually. Looking for new uploads. I've been caught up He's been uploading kind of slow lately. Awesome, man. I'm definitely gonna watch that. Did we find out why the engines cut out the other night? Nope. You know about? I went and reviewed the video, Dub. There's nothing that I could see that I did that wasn't according to the manual or proper procedure. The only thing that I did that's not right in the 310 is during cruise I would close the cowl flaps, and according to the manual you're supposed to keep cowl flaps open always in the 310. You only use the cowl flaps when you're in a low power descent from altitude in cold weather, kind of like you would use like your carb heat in a carbureted engine, just to prevent ice on a low power descent. So this time I'm going to keep them open the entire flight, and we'll see. But even so, man, reviewing the video, I would look, every time I would look and check my engine instruments, everything was in the green. So like nothing showed us that we had a problem. If we had bad temperatures as well, our engine instruments down here would have told us something as well. Something would have been flashing or something like that, and I didn't notice any of that. I know I didn't use these two gauges on Tuesday. I used only all these on the right, but I didn't see any abnormal indications before the failure happened. I think cylinder head temps were higher, but as far as I could tell, they were still in the green. But they were hotter than they are now, so maybe they were in the red, I just couldn't tell from the angle. So this time we're going to keep cowl flaps open the entire time, and once we land in Pensacola we'll do an inspection and we'll see if we've done any damage. So yeah, man, see if we can not break things. Today on this stream, flying out of Cedar Key, or in our first leg over to Perry Foley, our primary altitude indicator failed. It froze at 500. I noticed that right away, right after takeoff. It wasn't moving, it was stuck on 500. So we used our backup down here on our right to get to Perry Foley, and then we're going to try to fix it there in Perry Foley. I think opening and closing the alt air ports kind of reset it and fixed it. So no problems yet for this leg, but that's pretty cool with the failures in this airplane. Stuff like that keeps you on your toes. Fun airplane. Alright, cloud decks are looking to be a little bit lower. Let's see what it looks like once we get through this little tiny one. We may have to descend a little bit. Even if we have to go down to 4,500, that'll keep us over the Tallahassee class Charlie on our right. Bug stuck in the padded port, the static port says, Dub. Yeah, you're probably right, man. Maybe it flew out once we parked on the ramp. But yay, I'm free! Little mosquito. North up, ew, I love north up. I can only do north up, Dub. The other way, track up confuses the hell out of me. I need some map that looks like a globe. Or like a static map. Yeah, man. Alright, looking for the lake. I've got the lake in sight. I'm gonna head over this way. Let's do another 10-15 degrees right. Or clear right. Let's fly. Let's do 320 on the heading. Perfect. So we're right about here over the town of Crawfordville. We've got Tallahassee on our right. Here's the lake that we're looking at, Lake Talquin. So we're gonna fly just south of Talquin. And we'll be looking for Talogia, and then from Talogia we'll fly that 264 heading into Panama City. That's going to keep us out of the active MOA. We'll be underneath Tyndall Delta. Let's retract those fly like we're supposed to, the 310. So in cruise, you want to retract those landing lights. And then you want to make sure you select the off in the middle. Let's tune to, let's get a hold of Jack Center and let's pick up flight following into Panama City. Panama City's a class Delta, so we have to talk to him anyways. May as well do it early if we can. Although, yeah, no although. Let's do that. Alright, Jack Center on 35925.
3804.
Number 73 Delta Jacksonville Center. Climb maintain level 440.
Script 440, second.
Oh, Garmin Pilot's kind of working now too. Awesome.
Number 73 Delta Jacksonville.
Alright, so we're about 15 southwest of Tallahassee.
430.
And we're going to Echo Charlie Papa.
But your counterpart wouldn't let me. I didn't want to start guard, but.
Jacksonville Center, good evening, November 77 Foxtrot Alpha.
November 77 Foxtrot Alpha, go ahead.
November 77 Foxtrot Alpha, we're Cessna 310, 15 southwest of Tallahassee at 6500. Request VFR flight falling to Echo Charlie Papa Airport.
November 77 Foxtrot Alpha, squawk 1076.
1076, 7 Foxtrot Alpha.
Pilot Club 538, turbine, direct Crestview, cross Crestview at maintain 1000.
1076, it's in there.
Cross Crestview at 1000. 5453.
Pilot Club 36, contact Pensacola 19.0.
19.0, Pilot Club 36.
Here's a lake, Talquin. We're gonna head out. I think this is gonna be Talogia right here. Most likely. So let's go out that way. We're clear left.
7 Center, good evening, Southwest 879, leaving flight level 2704240.
Southwest 879, Jacksonville Center, squawk guidance.
Squawk guidance for Southwest 879.
Jacksonville Center, 74
It's got to be bass in that lake.
Stand by. November 77 Foxtrot Alpha, ready to contact 15 miles west of the Tallahassee Airport, 6,500. You can proceed on course the Tallahassee altimeter 29903.
29903, proceed on course. Twin Cessna 7 Foxtrot Alpha, thanks. Alright, 2993.
829, ready to contact 56 miles.
That's in there.
Via warm level 250.
2 times.
Cross Crestview at maintain 1000.
And we can proceed on course.
29904.
Okay, so on my left hand there is no crest clear, so can you say that for Southwest 879?
So it's 879, just set up maintain 11,000.
It's going to maintain 11,000 Southwest 879.
Jacksonville Center, Southwest 2023 with a question for you.
Go ahead.
Is there a speed restriction at Crestview?
Negative.
be firm. Thank you very much.
Actually, Spirit Wings 30, say indicated airspeed.
Stated airspeed is about 350 knots, runway 3030.
30, maintain 260 knots.
Maintain 260 knots, runway 3030.
So it's 2023, actually maintain 290 knots.
This thing is just not having it today.
Up to 290 knots, Southwest 2023.
Jackson was going to start with 388, climbing out of 14,000 for 16,000.
Alright, well, we'll have to go with the quote-unquote virtual ATIS, aka just check sky vector when we're about 30 miles out. I'll read you guys the weather information there at Panama City.
So it's 388 Jackson Center, climb and maintain flight level 380.
Flight no 380, not with 388.
Let's go back to our sectional. So we've got the lake on our right. And we should see a big highway and a big intersection, and then Tologia is going to be just south of that intersection. There's also a couple towers. Alright, so we're well past the lake. I think we are... I want to say we're over the intersection now. Unless this is it out over this way. Can we see any roads in the GTN? Not really. So lake, right? Yeah, we should be right over Tologia or Tologia, whatever it is.
Southwest 2023, resume normal speed, contact Pensacola approach 100.0.
So are these highways kind of intersect? Yeah, right here.
Thank you so much for the help.
This is that big intersection that we're looking at in the sectional. So now we're going to fly a heading of roughly 264 into Panama City.
Goes 453, with you climbing through 5,500.
We're clear left.
Skywest 453, Jacksonville Center, climb and maintain 900,000 for now. Up to
264-ish.
Goes 53, or 453. Skywest 453, climb and maintain flight level 330. Up to 330, Skywest 453. Pilot Club 341.
Bring it around a little bit more. Let's fly 250.
42 Jacksonville Center. Number 783 Echo Alpha, proceed on course. Jacksonville Center, Delta 1444, short runway 8 at Jacksonville, 1 leave, ready to go. Delta 1444, fly runway heading, runway 8, clear for takeoff. Runway heading.
How's your dog doing after spa day at the vet test stuff? He's doing good, man. I can't believe, like, when I was at the vet to pick him up after his surgery or whatever, and they told me on the phone that they're going to pull
right now we're doing Mach 80,
11 teeth. Actually, I think they pulled 9 and like 2 of them just fell out along with the other ones. I thought I was going to see a dog that's like barely alive, swollen face, man. He came out of the vet like in a good mood and looked almost pretty much normal. So he's been doing good. He's normal, man. He's barking, he's playing. He's still bleeding a little bit. Every now and then I'll find a drop of blood on the floor. He's got stitches up in there that are supposed to come out on their own. But, yeah, man, he's doing well. He's doing well, Dub. He's a little bit swollen now. Swelling came a day after. And he's on pain meds and antibiotics while he heals. But he's eating soft food only, of course, for now. But he's eating full appetite.
Club 33. Club 33, go ahead. We're about 17 miles out of our destination.
33?
Did we have a handoff from you? I might have missed it. That's my bad. Contact Pensacola approach 100.0.
We are looking good.
Pensacola approach 119.0. Pilot Club 33.
563 when we allow that same sector. 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 563 when
Yeah, man, before his surgery, he had really bad teeth, like all the plaque buildup and stuff. Pretty sure he had like a gum infection, like he'd drool and stuff. It was getting pretty bad towards the end there. I had to take him to the vet.
1042 is kind of in that same between border and Romeo Recon.
His breath was bad and stuff like that. After the surgery and after his teeth cleaning, his breath smells completely gone. You cannot smell his breath at all. It's like puppy's breath again.
Center, Pelican 341, 10,000.
And in general, he does look healthier. So he might have been fighting some kind of infection too with his teeth problems. His teeth now, the ones he's got left, are pearly white.
453, left turn direct edit.
The vet told me it's the most satisfying experience cleaning his teeth because it went from like black to pure white.
Goes 43.
Yes, sir. Echo November, November Tango. Echo November, November Tango, Tango. Send your flight plan.
He's an 11-year-old dog. He's my oldest.
Stand by for a second. Pilot Club 341, climb and maintain flight level 350. Flight level 350, Pelican 341.
Jack, number 1444, passing 1,600 per...
Oops, sorry. Because I forget to take the tablet away and leave it in your guys' way.
Contact, clear at Giggles, climb and maintain
Giggles!
16,000.
Giggles 16,000.
Alright, we're going to Echo Charlie Papa. Let's put that in here.
Spear wing 3035, didn't hand you operating contact, Pensacola, approach 190.0.
Northwest Florida Beach, International header. And activate here just as a reference. We're 37.6 miles out.
190.0.
We're doing 197 over the ground. Cooking. Things cooking.
Was there anybody else trying to check on? I got Delta 1037 with you, climbing through flight level 300 for 360. Delta 1037 Jacksonville Center, climb and maintain flight level 350. To 350, 1037. Correct, Delta 1037, climb and maintain flight level 360.
11 years old, I mean, he's a Beagle Boxer mix. He's a medium-sized dog. He's 11 now. He still acts like a puppy. If I were to guess, man, he's midway. He's one of those dogs. I could see him. I could see him making it to close to 20. Still acts like a puppy.
Jacksonville Center, November 55. Is it okay if we deploy for about 10-15 minutes? November 55449er. Second? Is it alright if we step away for about 10-15 minutes? Yeah, that's fine. Call me back. Will do. Thanks so much. We'll be back.
They should take that rule out of VATSIM. Shouldn't be allowed to step away. People abuse it too much during big events. Like as soon as anybody enters cruise, they ask to step away, and it's got to be difficult to deal with as a controller and other pilots.
Yeah, sure. Call me back. We'll call back. Great. Thank you very much.
See what this thing looks like from like a back seat. I don't have any presets.
Cedar, top of that.
We've got the little skylight. Some room for some small bags here behind us. You can also configure these things different. You can pull out the rear seats, just have the 4, and then you have extra room for bags.
Scott, 453, I'm going to close, ready to service terminated, frequency change approved. Over to Unicom, Scott, 453, good night. Pilot Club 341, I'm closing, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, Pelican 341.
Pilot Club 538, I'm closing, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, Pilot Club 538.
Pilot Club 6, I'm closing, frequency change approved.
Over Unicom, thanks. Pilot Club 6.
Pilot Club 83, I'm closing, frequency change approved.
Over to Unicom, Pilot Club 83.
Pilot Club 142, I'm closing, frequency change approved.
We'll see you, going to Unicom, Pilot Club 1.
Number 77 Foxtrot Alpha, I'm closing, frequency change approved.
7 Foxtrot Alpha, see ya.
Jedi 9 Kilo Bravo, I'm closing, frequency change approved.
Over to the dark side, thanks for the service.
Let's see, Tyndall approach would be who we contact
Over
for
to the dark side, Jedi.
Panama City.
India when we get to Miami's airspace?
Maybe Pensacola approach might be covering.
80 more miles.
No, it's well outside.
Thank you.
I highly doubt it.
November 55449.
I'm gonna ask him in a
Closing
private
frequency change
message. Highly doubt that he's covering Panama City though. Let's jump back up front.
November 7. Delta 1125, I'm closing, frequency change approved.
Over to Unicom.
We're gonna go to 1200
Delta, I'm closing, frequency change approved.
and back over to 22.8.
Mary 45, I'm closing, frequency change approved.
Pensacola north-southeast approach. Let me ask him. Alright, here's the town of Panama City. We want to go right so we don't bust into the Class Delta at the Air Force Base or Naval Station, whatever it is. We're going to head straight towards the city of Panama City right here. You can see it. Here's the water, and then the airport's somewhere right here by my cursor. I didn't bust the Delta already, did I? No, we're at 6,500, so we'd be above it. There we go. Let's keep bringing it right. And let's start our descent. We're 24 miles out. Yeah, we'll start our descent at 20. We've got the lake in sight, or the bay, whatever that is. Airport should be on our right. Here's the town of Panama City. We're gonna fly out over the water, and then likely gonna be the straight in for the north runway. So here we're probably right where my cursor is here. Here's the city of Panama City at our 12 o'clock. And the lake, or the bay, and then here's the airport on our right. Let me read you the virtual ATIS. Winds 260 at 7, 10 statute miles, overcast at 9,500, 2616, altimeter 2992. So we are going to be landing runway, the north runway, I think. Winds are out of the west, slightly south of west. We've got a runway 34 and 16. Yeah, I'm gonna land 34. I think it's slightly favoring 34, but it's mostly a crosswind from the west. We'll land 34, we'll exit off left, Mike or Papa. We'll do a full stop and taxi back, and then we'll continue on our next leg. Let's put in 1,000, and we'll VS it. Let's do 600 feet per minute. Bring in the mixture some, and pull the power back just a little. Panama City down there. I think I've got the airport in sight. I think it's this right here. Unless that's part of this road. Maybe it's a little bit further down. Alright, he said negative, so we're on our own. So we'll make our calls on 22.8. Thank you. We'll make our first call when we're about 10 out, and we'll just let them know we're going to do a straight in for 3-4. Yeah, right, just like IRL, step away to wash our cars and play with kids. Alright, descent checklist. Pretty cool view of the town down there. Fuel selectors, main tanks. They're on the mains. And fuel is verified. Auxiliary fuel pumps coming on to low. Both sides. Cowl flaps are open. Mixture. Altimeters set. Altimeters, I did not set those. What was it? 2992? 2992. And 2992. Descent checklist complete. Before landing, seatbelts are secure. All air controls are checked in. Wing flaps, gear, mixture, propellers. And we'll just do a gumps check on final. Alright, let's slow her up. Let's go mixture, come in some more. And reduce power. So if we have the field in sight here, we're high. Let's slow her up. We're 10 miles out now, we're on 122.8. Panama City traffic, November 77 Foxtrot Alpha, Cessna 310, 10 to the southeast, descending through 4500 for 1000. And we're going to be making the straight in for runway 34, Panama City. I'm going to purposely overshoot since we're high. I'm going to overshoot and kind of S-turn it in. Field's right here. Top of the white arc, flaps 15. And I'm going to take over. Autopilot's disengaged to my airplane. See, 120, 130, okay, we're below 138, gear down. Three green. We're clear right. Make another call at 5 miles. We've got all of our lights on. No, we don't. Final's clear. Panama City traffic, Twin Cessna 7 Foxtrot Alpha, 5 mile final, runway 34, full stop, Panama City. Alright, gups, gas, undercarriage, mix, prop, seatbelts, switches, pumps are on, lights are on, 1 notch of flaps to go. Alright, rest of those flaps. And we're down into 3 green. .95 knots. Panama City, 7 Foxtrot Alpha, short final, 3-4, full stop, Panama City. Okay, windsocks, we've got a little bit of wind coming from the left. A weird bounce. Even the back pressure, aileron into the wind. Like we've got another situation where the windsocks on the opposite side of the field are different directions. So it wasn't too bad of a landing. It was kind of a weird bounce we had there. I wonder if it's because maybe there's a little bit of a side load. Panama City, Twin Cessna 7 Foxtrot Alpha is clear of runway 34, Panama City. Let's clean her up, throttle back to 1,000. In our mix, reset our trim. Pumps will keep on low, we'll keep all of our lights on. And bring our flaps up. After landing checklist, pumps on low, cowl flaps are open, wing flaps up. We'll just taxi back to 3-4, and then once we get to the end, we'll discuss our final leg into Pensacola. We're clear right, clear left. My Tamagotchi happy? Yay! Pop him at a window down here on the ground. Some extra air. Probably have our taxi light on too, but it's alright. We've got our landing lights on. I credit that when the compilation kid dubbed. That was her joke a few days ago. Clear right, clear left. Clear right, clear left. Three, 4. All right, let's talk about what we're going to be doing next. Let me get my parking brake on. All right, let's see if I can attempt to do it on. Actually, no, we'll do it on SkyVector. It's going to do it on Garmin Pilot. It's going to be easier to do on SkyVector. So we're right here at Panama City, Northwest Florida Beaches International. We're going to take off runway 5. We're going to do a left downwind departure out to the south over the beach. And then we're going to be going through the restricted airspace here at Eglin. There's a VFR corridor that you can take. It's this line right here, how it's not filled with blue. You can see the line there left to right, east to west, along the beach. We're going to follow that. Recommended east-west routings below 8,500 and staying above the class deltas, which extend up to, the highest one goes up to 26, 27. So we're going to go to 6,500 again for this leg, like we've been doing. That's going to keep us below their restricted and above the class deltas. I think you're supposed to talk to Eglin, which I don't think we were going to have anybody to talk to. Maybe Panama City. I mean, not Panama City. Pensacola approach. Yeah, that's it. Basically just out over the beach, and then just follow the beach at 6,500. Once we get to the other side of the transition route through the corridor, we can contact Pensacola approach, let them know that we're 20 out, 15 out over the coast, and then we'll get some pattern entry instructions into Pensacola. Weather there right now is winds 250 at 7, 10 statute miles clear, 26172994. 250 on the winds. We can expect either runway 26 or actually I think it favors 17 more than it does 35. It's likely going to be 26. We'll probably get enter left base, or maybe possibly a left downwind for 26. Alright, one last flow here. Lights are all on, pumps are on low, our trim is set 3 times, cowls are open, props full forward, flaps are up, just mixture to go. We're on 122.8. Wait, did I say runway? I think I said runway 5. 34 is what I meant that we're going to be taking off at. When we just briefed that right now, I think I said 5. Why did I say 5? Alright, whatever. 34. Panama City traffic, November 7, 7 Foxtrot Alpha, Cessna 310, taking off runway 34, left downwind departure out to the south, going up to 6,500, and we're going to be chasing the coastline through the corridor westbound. Panama City. Alright, on the brakes. Clear right. Or clear left. Close our window. Same thing, if we lose an engine on the runway, we'll stop. Anything below blue line, we're going to step on the good engine, throttle back and land straight ahead. Above blue line, we're going to take the problems in the air. We're going to step on the good engine, ID the bad one, feather the bad one, and then we'll keep our climb at blue line. And then we'll come back to Panama City. Mixture full rich. Wheels to the floor, here we go. Power set, 2 good engines, airspeed's alive, 80, 82, positive rate, mash on the brakes, pitching for blue line, no runway remaining, gear up. We're clear left. Panama City, twin Cessna 7 Foxtrot Alpha, turning left crosswind, 3-4 Panama City. Alright, let's go climb power. 24.5 inches. 2,500 RPM. We'll just continue this turn to downwind. Panama City traffic, twin Cessna 7 Foxtrot Alpha, turning left downwind, runway 34, going to be departing the area out to the south over the shoreline, and then heading westbound, Panama City. $6,500. And our pumps can come off. After takeoff checklist. Brakes, gear is up, flaps are up. Climb speed, auxiliary pumps are off. Cruise climb checklist, power set, airspeed, mixtures will adjust, cowl flaps are open, pumps are off, prop sync. Checklist complete. Pull the mixture back some for best power. Alright, let's see who's online for ATC. I wonder why Jax got off so early. I think there was 2 Jax controllers though, so maybe the one is just handling all of the airspace now. Still showing you Jack Center online on the same frequency that we were on, right? 35925. Wonder if it's a different guy now. Let's try calling him. 35925.
To the Vance.
Alright, it's a different controller now. Alright, cool. We'll pick up flight following.
Back before that.
Pretty view of the beach. We're going to be starting that right turn here in a second.
Jacksonville Center, DACOM 728, level 100,000. DACOM 728, Jack Center, climb and maintain level 290. My level 290, DACOM 728.
Okay, we are clear right.
JetBlue 411, Jack Center, hello. Cleared to the LaGuardia Airport, Crosby 2 departure, whisper transition as filed, maintain 3000, squawk 1006. JetBlue 411, reback correct. The Jacksonville altimeter 299.5, runway 8, call for taxi.
Alright, so now we're just going to chase the coastline. Make sure we don't go too far out south over the warning area. Just going to hug it nice and tight. We're 5,000 for 6,500.
I'm sorry, the JetBlue chicken, and who was it?
Glad our gauge is still working. Cruise climbing at 130, just nice, good speed for the 310.
Jack Center, squawk 1074.
Alright, so what am I going to tell this guy? We are... Alright, Garmin Pilot's not working at all.
So it's Tiger, who was it?
We're about, I don't know,
60,
20 south west of Panama City.
Tiger 60, Jack Center, squawk 1033. JetBlue 3180, radar contact, 100 miles south of Florence, VOR, maintain level 350.
I hear him, I don't hear any pilots, it's weird. Oh, they could be too far, oh there we go. Alright, 1,000 feet to go, that was that little beep that you heard.
Okay.
We are, yeah, let's call it 20 west of
1163, Jack
Panama
Center,
City.
squawk 1020. Tiger 6 here, radar contact, 25 miles southeast of the pit rail intersection. Are you flying with a wingman? Okay, just have your wingman squawk standby, please, so I don't get a continuous alert there, please. Just 1163, radar contact with the sea-level intersection, maintain level 350.
I'm already in the restricted. I don't know if I'm supposed to be talking to somebody before entering this, the corridor, or we'll see if he gives me, if he gives me some crap for it.
People that want to, is it?
Amazon 42 with you for L370 direct terminal.
Amazon 42, Jack Center, squawk.
100 feet to go.
1017.
1017, Amazon 42.
DACOM 42, Atlanta's gone, radar services terminated, frequency change approved, good night. Southwest 122, contact Miami Center, 135.17, so long. Southwest 122, Jack Center.
Southwest 122.
Yes, sir, contact Miami Center, 135.17, good night.
Contact Miami Center.
Yeah, 135.17, 3517, so long.
Roger, 135.17.
next hotel, 29. Center Southwest 1195, level 390.
Alright, 23 inches, 2300 RPM.
National Center, pilot code 341, flight level 350.
And let's lean out. There's peak. Coming back into the thick white line. Pressures and temps, everything's in the green.
At 1037, just want to make sure you were on your...
Fuel pressure looks good.
Did you already check in?
Suction.
I checked in with you a while back here for radar contact.
That was 1037, squawk 1001, that's the altitude.
1001 and we're at flight level 360 at 1037.
KDK Express 340, did you just check in? Delta 14, we need lower. Delta 418, just set to maintain, level 180. 180, Delta 14.
Jack, that is Delta 1122. You mentioned earlier that you couldn't find me in radar either. I just want to make sure you can see me at this point.
Yeah, you're fine, Delta 1122, no problem. Roger that, appreciate it. Delta 1037, radar contacts, 28 miles southwest.
He's so busy, I don't know if I'm gonna bother even calling him.
Set to maintain level 340.
10340, 1037.
And Amazon 42, radar contacts.
7 checking in at 38,000.
35 miles northwest.
So we track those
maintain level 37.
landing lights.
Maintain level 370 on the zone 42.
Jacksonville Center, hello, World 2018, climbing at 9,000 for 10,000.
World 2018, Jack Center, climb and maintain level 310.
Climb now, flight level 310, World 2018.
JetBlue 411,
Cruise check.
taxi via Juliet Alpha Lima, Jack's altimeter 209.5.
Power set, pumps are off. Tanks, we're on the main tanks, so we'll have fuel in the main tanks. Mixtures lean, cowl flaps are open, props sink, fuel selectors,
JetBlue
trim
3180,
temps.
looks like watch log and operator services terminated, frequency change approved, good night.
Make the Papa 519, you tried to contact me.
Not yet, sir. So the 1444 also for you, Washington Center's offline, radio services terminated, frequency change approved. Go ahead. That's fine, sir. Just send the stock car through arrival at your discretion. There's no air traffic control up there at Charlotte. The Charlotte altimeter is it's actually not recording an altimeter. I'll have to search for one here, but just send the stock car through arrival. I'll have an altimeter here for you in a minute.
Alright, you know what? I'm not even gonna call. He's so busy. I'm not gonna bother.
Delta 1037, Atlanta's gone. Radar services.
If he notices that we're in the restricted and there's a problem, then we'll get a contact me from him, but I think we're okay. Normally it's Eglin approach that handles this restricted airspace.
Services terminated, frequency change approved.
So it's a kind of a VATSIMism. He's doing top down. He's Jack Center, so he's controlling technically all the airspace. But he might not even know. He might not even know the VFR charts for this area. So I'm not going to bother. Let's go back to 122.8. Let's put in Pensacola down here. $45 miles. Good night, compilation kid. We'll be done here shortly. This is our last leg. Time is it now? Yeah, I don't want to do a too late of a one tonight. I need to get to bed early myself. This will be the last stop. Let's see, Pensacola ATIS 2125. Still 40 out, we might not be able to pick it up quite yet. Nothing yet. Where's my COM2 in this thing?
McCutcheon traffic, Skyline Pilot 33, entering a right downwind, runway 36, McCutcheon.
How do I get to COM2 in the GTN? Got my nav on my left side, COM1. Maybe it's over here. Okay, it's probably here on the 650. So 121.25. And then when we get the ATIS, it should come through automatically, since we're monitoring both 1 and 2.
McCutcheon traffic, Skyline Pilot Club 33 is midfield right downwind, 36, McCutcheon. McCutcheon traffic, Skyline Pilot Club 33, right base 3 seconds, McCutcheon. McCutcheon traffic, Skyline Pilot Club 33, right base to final approach, 36, full stop, McCutcheon.
Alright, if we don't get the ATIS before we're under 30 miles out, 2 more miles to go, I'm just going to read the text version. At this altitude and distance, we should be able to pick it up already. Alright, Pensacola ATIS information, Delta. Winds 240 at 7. 10 statute miles, clear, 2617, altimeter 2994. Visual approaches in use. Landing runway 17, departing 17 and 26. Terminals and FBOs are uncontrolled. Push and start at pilot's discretion, advise information. Delta, so we have Delta, they're using 17 and 26. And we'll go to Pensacola approach on 18 nothing. 118.0. And then tower will be on 19.9.
Separation, cleared visual from 117.
Cleared approach with separation 901.
runway 26. I hope they give us 26. They could give us 17. So they're probably going to either put us on a most like a left base for 26, or if they put us 17, it's just going to be a left down one for 17. Start working our way down to let's see, field elevation there at Pensacola. Should be around sea level 121. Let's call it 200. So we'll go down to 1200. We'll VS it. Let's do 800 feet per minute. Mixture is coming in some, and power back slightly. Descent checklists. Fuel selectors on main tanks. Auxiliary fuel pumps still low.
Mike's 1,400 for 3,000 runway heading.
Hey, Zach. My buddy Zach. Auxiliary fuel pumps on. Power is required. Cowl flaps are open.
Climb and maintain.
Mixture and altimeter set. 2994.
T30 to KD7 Army Mike.
And Pensacola 901. I can't seem to get my radio to work here and switch.
9494. Descent check was complete. For landing seatbelts, alt airs checked in. Then flaps, gear, the mixtures and props.
Pull out right now. 901.
Alright, Cape 901, radar service terminate ready.
Roger, 901.
We're about to exit the corridor outside of the restricted. And then shortly after we'll contact Pensacola approach, let them know our intentions, that we're inbound for a full stop with information Delta. Get our lights on.
Approach Delta 14.
418, kind of be taking stuff.
About at 3,000, and there's some weather just north of Phillips, so if it's possible, we're going to do a turn on the low clouds before, or at Phillips, Delta 14.
Alright, we're on the other side. We can start heading straight towards the airport. We're 18 out now. I'm going to call it 15.
Turn for Phillips.
Exactly at Phillips or before it, yeah. Looks like before it now, because there's some weather just north of it, and it's moving southbound. It looks like on our radar, Delta 14.
Let's set our CDI to GPS mode. Let's repaint the line. And go into nav mode.
Number 7 Romeo Mike, contact after 135.906.
That should take us to the airport.
92, have a good night, 7 Romeo Mike. Delta 418, going to be taking 2,000.
And we are clear, right?
Delta 14.
Spinning the course knob does nothing, it's just as a reference, so it makes sense what we're doing. Alright, let's call him. Pensacola approach, good evening. November 77 Foxtrot Alpha is a Cessna 310, 15 miles southeast over the shoreline, descending through 4,000, inbound for a full stop with Delta.
Roger, P9 30, Golf Victor 3000.
Alright, we've got to hear our...
November 308 Golf Victor.
Our call sign before we can enter the class Charlie. We're getting pretty close.
Contact. Traffic is at your 11 o'clock.
I have to circle.
Unfortunately, I don't have contact with it. Climb and maintain flight level 230. That traffic's inside, we're up to 230, P9 30 Golf Victor. And 08 Golf Victor.
Let's see, we might be able to go under 1,400. No, we're not going to make it under.
Check, press the 30 Golf Victor. Delta 418 turns left heading 260.
Up 260, Delta 14.
Pensacola approach, twin Cessna 77 Foxtrot Alpha, 11 miles southeast over the shoreline, inbound for a full stop with Delta. Say my call sign, dang it!
November 77 Foxtrot Alpha.
We're cleared into the Charlie now, so we can cross this little line.
Enter, let's see. Enter left downwind runway 17.
Left downwind, runway 17, twin Cessna 7 Foxtrot Alpha. Alright, so left downwind for 17. Glad we didn't have to do any circles and burn any extra fuel. We heard our call sign held back. We're cleared into the Charlie. Left downwind for 17. Let's bring the mixture in some more. That's my Tamagotchi. Alright. Looking for the field. Should be not too far from the coast. I think I've got it in sight right there. So just over the shoreline here's where we're going to start that right turn to join a left down for 17. Taxi via Zulu, what's going on, man? Hey, I appreciate you, Taxi via Zulu. I've seen you before, man. You've been in here before. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Thanks for the ATC today.
4055 at 4,000.
Taxivia Zulu. That's your stripper name, Zulu. Taxivia Zulu. Alright, let's bring the mix in some more. Let's bring it all the way in.
Delta,
let's slow it up.
55, your radar contact line maintains. Flight level
Yeah, I've got the field in sight, that's it.
Direct press UVOR. For streaming 4055.
500 feet to go. 500 feet to go. We're gonna level up 1200 for pattern altitude.
Proceed direct press view.
We've got our tower frequency in there already on standby.
And up to, could you see the altitude? Delta 418, turn left heading 200, maintain 2,000 kilostops from the localizer cleared ILS 17 approach.
We're doing early guns check, gas, undercarriage not yet, mix prop, seatbelt switches, all of our lights are on, and our pumps are on low.
3592, vehicle picture two. Airwing 1455, climb and maintain, flight level 230. Proceed direct.
I'm gonna take over at this point.
That's Charlie, Echo.
Autopilot's disengaged my airplane. I've got runway 17 in sight.
Up to 230 and direct VOR.
Yeah, right here over the shoreline is going to be our reference. So right about here, I'm going to start that right turn. We're going to come back in, land runway 17.
Extend your downwind, I'll call your base.
Extend downwind, you call our base, 7 Foxtrot Alpha. Alright, we are clear right. We're clear left.
Delta 418, wind 250 at 7, runway 17, clear to land.
17, clear to land, Delta 14.
We're at the top of the white arc there, flaps 15. We may prop in some. Alright, he told us to extend our downwind. He's going to call our base turn, so we're going to keep going straight until he tells us the turn base. As soon as we get that call for that base turn, we'll drop the landing gear down.
Foxtrot Alpha, traffic off your left wing, Airbus A319 on funnel 7.
Traffic in sight, 7 Foxtrot Alpha. It's right here. He's over the town or the mall or whatever this is right here.
1455, confirmed, direct request to VOR, Charlie Echo Whiskey.
We got direct Charlie Echo Whiskey, experience 1455.
Still isn't giving me a turn yet.
Cessna 7 Foxtrot Alpha, base turn is at your discretion. Please on the 7 clear to land number 2, following an Airbus 319 on a 1.5 mile final, caution reserved.
Turning base, we've got that traffic in sight. Clear to land number 2, runway 177 Foxtrot Alpha. We've got plenty of time, so we'll just continue as normal.
We got a TX on that Cessna, so just next time just keep it a little further away, please.
Melvin Leroy, what's going on, man? What's going on, Brand? Thanks for the raid, man. What's going on? We're almost done here for the night, too. We're about to turn final here at Pensacola, landing runway 17. We're going to call it a night. We started off at Cedar Key, Florida. We went up to Perry Foley Airport, about 80 miles north of there. Then we just chased the coastline into Panama City Airport. And now we are finishing up our last leg into Pensacola. We're below 138, gear down. It's been a pretty smooth flight so far. Except on our way out of our departure airport, Cedar Key, we lost our primary altimeter. This thing froze at 500, but we got it working up in Perry Foley, on the ground at Perry Foley. It wasn't a big issue. We had our backup over here on our right.
1.9 at Delta 4, take it in.
Alright, rest of those flaps and gumps, gas, undercarriage, mix, prop, seatbelt switches, we got our lights and our pumps on, and flaps are all the way down. We've been cleared to land 17, looking for 95 knots here on final.
Foxtrot Alpha, runway 17, clear to land. If I didn't ever give you that.
Yep, you gave it to us. Clear to land, 177 Foxtrot Alpha. I don't mind the repeat at all, though. Last gear check, we're down in 3 green. What'd you do today, Brant? And welcome everybody, welcome Raiders. I don't know where we're going after this, where the GAFBO is, didn't even look at it. Oh, best one of the day, I think. Keeping the back pressure. You guys are good luck, Raiders. We've been doing pretty good today on the landings. Unlike Tuesday, landings were a little rough. Doing much better today in the 310. Alright, I'm gonna exit off to the, I guess, right? Make sure we're all the way across the line, but at the same time, we don't want to hit the Airbus.
7 Foxtrot Alpha, welcome to Pensacola. Contact ground 121.9. Have a good night.
Ground point 9 or 7 Foxtrot Alpha. Good night. Alright, let's clean her up first. Let's bring our flaps up. Mixture lean. We'll reset our trim. Cowls are open. Pumps are going to stay on low. Lights, we'll get our strobe off, our taxi on, and we can retract our landing lights. Let's pop this open for some air. Make sure we keep the Tamagotchi happy in the MilViz. Alright, ground point 9. 21.9. And let's figure out where we're going. Let's throttle up to between 800 and 1000 RPM as well. So we're off at I don't know, one of the Bravos it looks like. The one just before the runway? No, so we're at Charlie.
Citation 77 Foxtrot Alpha, are you up?
Yeah, we're up. We're trying to figure out where we're going.
Roger that. The terminal's off on your right. Otherwise, the parking areas are probably going to be on the south, east side of the airport.
Yeah, if we could go to the GA parking on the south side, that's where we're going, 7 Foxtrot Alpha.
The one off Charlie or Delta?
We are on Charlie. We're north of 17, sorry. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm reading this all wrong. I'm on Bravo right now. We are west of 17.
Right. Are you trying to go to the parking area on Charlie or Delta?
We're going to the one at Charlie.
Lovely. November 77 Foxtrot Alpha, welcome to Pensacola. This is ground. Taxi to parking via Alpha 5, Charlie 2, cross runway 26 at Alpha, hold short runway 17.
Alright, that was Alpha 5, Charlie 2, cross 26 at Alpha, hold short 17, 7 Foxtrot Alpha.
7 Foxtrot, yep.
Alright, we're all cleaned up, we're ready to go. So Alpha 5, I don't have Garmin Pilot today, so I don't have a moving map or anything. We're doing this all old school. We're on Bravo, we're going to make a left turn Alpha. And we've been cleared across at Alpha.
Walker 49, IFR to Miami, we have Delta.
Clear right, clear left.
49, Pensacola ground, your clearance is on request, stand by for it.
Alright, cleared across 26 on Alpha here. Clear right, clear left.
And Walker 49, advisory, copy.
Now we're going to go down to Alpha 5, hang a left on Alpha 5, and then we're going to hold short of runway 35.
Cleared to the Miami International Airport.
17.
Radar vector is 2. Sorry, stand by 1 second. The crest view VOR, that is filed. Maintain 3000.
Alpha 5 is going to be the one second to the last.
0 minutes after departure. Departure frequency on 1.
Oh, I still have it. Sorry, guys.
3273.
Included Miami, crest view VFR, then it's filed, climate change, climate change 3000, expect flight level 390 to
Alright, not this left here. Should be the next left, should be Alpha 5. We're going to hang a left and then hold short.
Is correct, call for taxi.
17. Yeah, that's it. Next lift.
And ground, what photo should we be expecting for now?
Say again for ground.
Cruising runway 17.
Alright, hold short 17.
We're using 17, correct.
Copy, thank you.
After this is going to be Charlie 2 to the ramp once he clears us. CTD, oh what a bummer, man. What the hell, must fuss or X-plane?
Alpha, cross runway 17 at Alpha, and have a good night.
Cross 17 at Alpha, good night, 7 Foxtrot Alpha.
Calling aircraft on frequency. Information Echo is now X-ray.
Clear right,
Oh,
clear left.
Information Echo is now current. Wind is 250 at 05. That's 729 or 905.
This is Charlie 2 here in front of us, and that's going to take us right to the FBO. We're parking right here.
Echo.
CTD, what a friggin' bummer, man. Did it happen early or did it happen on short final? After the whole flight was done? Just before the juicy part.
Walker 489, are you using the PMP G73?
We're gonna pull up over here, park, shut down, and then I'll catch up with everybody in the chat.
How's it so far? I haven't gotten to use it.
I've been bad at the chat, keeping up with the chat lately, learning the MilViz 310.
If you're in the market for something that's easy to take off.
Oh, we're also gonna do an engine inspection too, and make sure we didn't kill
Makes you pull your head out.
our cylinders like we did last time. Still don't know what I did wrong. I think it was closing the cowl flaps, which you're not supposed to do in the 310 apparently.
Great aircraft, performs great, but
unless you're on a low power descent at altitude.
Expected.
So maybe closing the cowl flaps during cruise last time killed the cylinders. We're gonna see if keeping the cowls open this entire time, if our cylinders are nice and healthy and in the green. Alright, park right here. Alright, lights and avionics. We can just pull the mixture, the props, all off, mags, alts, and battery. We get our pump switches off, and just make sure all of our switches are off. Over here on the left side, everything is off. Down here below, everything is off. We're gonna close the cowls, securing the airplane and our parking brake. Close this guy. And we'll open our door. Everybody was happy for most of our flight today, our passengers, although flying solo, no passengers on board while I learned the 310. I think I'm pretty much comfortable now for our next flight to start carrying passengers, so we'll probably start adding in a few people on our next stream. Let's take a look at our status here. Let's do an inspect. Alright, everything stayed in the green this time. So last time, our last flight on Tuesday, I can't remember off the top of my head where we flew from or to, but we were flying in Hawaii, that's right. We flew in Hawaii. We flew from the northwestmost island, and we ended up at Hana Airport. So we hopped a couple islands. We did maybe 2-3 hours of flying. Before that flight, I did one of these inspections, and our cylinders was in the yellow area here. I did not repair them. I just went ahead and continued. I probably should have repaired them. But we got to Hana. We did some pattern work there. On our last landing before we were going to taxi in, we lost both engines on the runway. We were able to start them back up, taxi into the ramp, but then we did an inspection at the ramp, and our cylinder bar here, our cylinder health, was completely depleted all the way to the left. So I couldn't figure out. I went and rewatched my stream. I don't know what I did wrong to kill the cylinders. My best guess was I was closing these cowl flaps during cruise like I would in like a Cessna 182. And yeah, I guess that's not proper procedure in the Cessna 310. So it looks like our cylinders are in good health this time. Everything else is in good health as well. And we're pretty lucky that our primary altitude gauge here also started working after we landed in Perry Foley today. All I did was open up the alt air for a second, and that seemed to have fixed whatever issue this had. So we didn't have to pay anybody to fix it. It's working for now. So we are all good. We are all good. Landings were much better today than they were on Tuesday. I'm happy with all of the landings today. And I'm happy we didn't break anything. So we're gonna call it a night there. I don't know what I have planned this weekend. Saturday I'll be busy during the afternoon. I may or may not stream Saturday evening, and then Sunday. Let's see what the club's got going on. Let's start with Virtual USA. Is there any coming up with Virtual USA? I don't think we have anything coming up for Virtual USA. Let's check TPC. I think they do a Sunday Fun Day event. Let's see what they're doing on Sunday. Houston to Atlanta. Saturday, 4 p.m. They've got a challenge flight, Gibraltar. I'm not going to be able to make that one on Saturday. Alright, we're going to fly Sunday evening. I don't know if... Let's see, Sunday, fun day, 3 p.m. Now, I think we're just going to fly Sunday evening on our own. Same normal time, 2300 Zulu, 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We're gonna do some more flying into 310. We'll figure out. I'll plan something on our own, something for us to do. May 20th says Jay Smitty. What's going on, Jay Smitty? Turn and burn. What's up, man? May 20th for Virtual USA. Got you, man. I'll mark my calendars. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna be... Tomorrow's Friday. I don't know. Tomorrow's hit or miss for me. But our next scheduled thing we're gonna do will be Sunday evening, 7 p.m. And then I may, if I have the time, I'll maybe a pop-up stream Friday or Saturday night. So I'll see you guys then. Hope everybody has a great day, great night. Appreciate you Raiders, Brant, Dub, Jay Smitty, everybody turn and burn. Taxi via Zulu, anybody else lurking here in the chat. I hope everybody has a great one. I'll see you guys Sunday evening. Peace!